cracks on walls, buildings, roads. Uttarakhand's town Joshimath is sinking. In fact, ISRO recently studied the area of Joshimath through its satellite-based remote sensing technology and revealed that slow subsidence was recorded in the area over a period of 7 months. Now, further, the report stated that the town may sink completely. Who's exactly responsible for it? Can we only say that this is all because of unplanned development? And can we only blame one particular political party or a government, or all stakeholders are responsible for the current situation one is facing in the state of Uttarakhand? And perhaps, are there lessons to be learned? Take a look at this report and then we debate.
Joshimath is sinking. Houses are on the verge of collapsing and residents are being evacuated. As the residents continue to be baffled by the widening cracks, ISRO released an alarming report. The report revealed Joshimath sank 5.4 centimeter in a matter of 12 days.
According to the images released by ISRO, that's Indian Space Research Organization, there is a rapid subsidence in Joshimath. Let me tell you, if you talk about the rapid subsidence which has been reported in last 12 days, that is said to be 5.4 centimeter. And if we talk about past 7 months, from April to November, it has been reported that it was 9 centimeter. On the other hand, let me tell you, the report also says that the crown of subsidence is near Oli and Joshimath Road.
As alarming as it gets, ISRO report also revealed that Joshimath may sink completely. These satellite images on your screen shows the most affected part of Joshimath. For the people of Joshimath, it's about their livelihood, which is on the verge of collapse. The residents of Joshimath are emotional as they watch their city sink in front of their eyes. Tilting, cracking houses marked with red crosses and identified for demolition made these residents hit the streets. Assuring the affected families of immediate evacuation, Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami announced interim relief.
आपदा आना एक प्राकृतिक आपदा है और किसी एक कारण से आपदा नहीं आई है और उस पर भी बात चल रही है, लेकिन आगे हम प्लानिंग के साथ पूरे विधिवत तरीके से जो सबसे अच्छा पैकेज हो सकता है, जो सबसे अच्छा रास्ता हो सकता है, उस रास्ते को हम लोग अख्तियार करेंगे, यहाँ के लोगों की सहायता करेंगे। इस समय में हम हर तरीके से जोशीमठ के लोगों के साथ खड़े हैं, पूरी सरकार खड़ी है।
People from Joshimath have been living in fear. The recent rain has widened the cracks and shaken people's hope. Over 600 people evacuated as the ground beneath their feet has started sinking due to the rains. Lines of destruction, wails of cry. Sinking Joshimath is hanging on the thread of hope. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Joining us on the burning question tonight are Dr. Devendra Bhasin. He's the spokesperson of the BJP Uttarakhand. Pandit Ajay Gautam, founder of humhindu.com. He's also filed a petition in the High Court in Uttarakhand and Supreme Court with regards to holy places situated in Uttarakhand. And Surendra Chauhan, advocate and political analyst, opening up the debate tonight. Dr. Bhasin, as far as the ISRO report is concerned, therein comes the role of the government. The first signs of subsidence appeared in October 2021. Situation became particularly alarming towards the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023, and that's where you're seeing the current situation. The fact of the matter is that you're waking up only when there were growing protests. There were multiple letters that were basically written to your government. Residents there had already warned you, but you are only waking up when there has been enough pressure coming in from the locals and the media, and now the government seems to be working overtime to try and assuage the fears of the locals. But that's not really enough.
I would like to add here when the first report which came in the year 1976, Congress was in government.
Dr. Bhasin, that question was for you.
And number two, when the second report came in 2003 and third one in 2000 again, Congress governments were there. So as far as the lapse is concerned, BJP or BJP government is nowhere responsible for these things. Yes, we do agree that this calamity came, but our state government is doing its best. The active support of central government, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, our Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji, and our party president, Netas ji. They are in regular touch with our Chief Minister, and Chief Minister is moving from one place to one other place. So our relief work is going on, and the state government, with the support of central government, is working on two sectors. Number one, the immediate relief for the people, affected people, and the second one is the long-term relief, long-term relief. As far as the immediate relief is concerned, state government has released 45 crores of rupees and giving 1.5 lakhs.
Dr. Bhasin, you are talking about what are the measures that your government has taken after there was sustained pressure on your government to act on this entire matter. The question that I'm asking you is not about what you're doing right now. What were you doing all this while? Your government was in power for several years put together.
I would like to say that the first three reports, we were not in power, and in 2013, when Kedarnath committee came, we were not in power, and even at that time, when Honorable Supreme Court issued certain directives, but then state government, because of Congress, did not act on those recommendations also. So there is no question that BJP government acted, but we are facing the situation. So we are working our level best on war footings, and people are actually suffering. But our government is with them, and people are very satisfied with our action taken by our Chief Minister, the central government.
Surendra Chauhan, if I can bring you already heard Dr. Bhasin, but there are several follow-up questions that I would like to ask him and remind him that if he really believes that it's good enough for him to blame the previous government. But having said that, Surendra Chauhan, not just the BJP here, I do not want to just make it just a political slugfest, but we're talking about the lives of several people. Today, luckily, we are in a position to evacuate people at the nick of the time, but all governments put together are equally responsible for it. We may simply say there is unplanned development. That's not the only reason, Mr. Chauhan.
I agree with you. It's an unplanned development of the area in a haphazard manner. Whatever the government coming in, they are not taking care of the ground realities. I remember, because I being a mountaineer, I have visited this area. Nanda Devi Sanctuary was closed for the mountaineers way back in last 30 years. You can't climb Nanda Devi mountain. Nanda Devi East is open. Similarly, Quarry Pass, Oli area is there. These areas was also left for the public. But now Oli is a skiing resort. The ITPP was developing it. But it's a haphazard development, which is the core issue, and the government is not realizing this. It is high time we should stop passing the buck on this government or that government. From last 6-7 years, the BJP is ruling the state. They must come out with a solution. Otherwise, after 10-20 years, we will again be passing a buck that on that time BJP was there, some other party has come. So I disagree with Mr. Bhasin. Mr. Bhasin is talking all rubbish. Only fact of the matter is that it is an unplanned development which is responsible and for the core issue.
But Mr. Chauhan, if unplanned development is really responsible for it, then the Congress party also cannot really wash their hands off, because they were also in power when this actually happened. And if you really look at some of these scientific reports that have been published, there is a clear mention of the fact.
Time is here.
It has accelerated perhaps in the last few years, but it has been in the making for several years now.
Gentlemen, time is Gentlemen, time
That's
is not
fair
to
enough.
pass the
Pandit
buck
Ajay
on this
Gautam,
party or
Pandit
that party.
Ajay Gautam.
Time is
Okay,
true,
let's
time
let's
is quick.
let's also get someone who's actually worked on this for quite some time. In fact, he's filed a petition in the High Court and then also in the Supreme Court. Pandit Ajay Gautam, if I can bring you in on this entire matter. As we understand
Yes.
from the locals, they're saying that a lot of these projects that have been brought into the hill state are hugely responsible for the current situation. In fact, I'm simply going by the accounts of these residents. They say that the blasting that was actually taking place in the tunnels in the nearby areas has only accelerated the problem. But the fact of the matter is that somewhere down the line, we perhaps took our environment for granted. We took everything else was kept aside. We felt that this can actually continue because we'll see whenever it happens. And that's exactly the situation. The response that we have today, Pandit Ajay Gautam, is just a reactionary.
In 2013, when Kedarnath tragedy has been happened, and on that time, Congress government was in power. Now the BJP, the both parties are equally responsible for these kind of disaster. I fought more than 10 PLs in the High Court of Uttarakhand and Nainital. And my first PIL I filed in 2013. And 3,543 people are still missing in the Kedarnath tragedy. And what I say about the seriousness of the government, the last dead body found in November 2021 after the 9 years of the tragedy in the 14 kilometer of the strand. This is not the Arabian Sea. This is not a very big area, but the state is only wants to earn the money to earn the revenue by continue the yatras at holy places and all these things. And in the name of the development, they are playing the life of the people. What is happening in the Joshimath right now? People are losing their hard-earned money in the name of the houses and their properties and all these things. Why? Because the whole Uttarakhand is staying on a time bomb. And this is not limited to the Joshimath only. Now the Prayag is under the threat. Now the Tihri Dam is under the threat. And today the ISRO has released a report with regard to the Joshimath. It's a 5 centimeter has been sink, and it's because the state came in the agreement with the ISRO in response to the my petition number 148/2017. When I continue with make the whistle blow because the situations of Joshimath and other sensitive area is very alarming, and therefore they made an agreement with the ISRO for the continuous searching and monitoring through the remote sensing data and all these things. And as far as concerned to the state, they have only how million passengers visit Badrinath, Kedarnath, Holy Gangotri and Yamunotri to earn the revenue. And they have not concerned about the life and property of the people. The both state, in the name of the earned revenue, they allow each and every illegal construction, even in the river bank. Even we have not taken any lesson from the 2013 tragedy. Thousands of people have been died. And we are continue fighting to search them. There is a 3 special member committee has been constituted by the state in response to my public interest litigation. And you worried to know the Secretary of Disaster Management of State of Uttarakhand, S. Murugesan, is facing contempt proceeding in the High Court of Nainital. If judicial court passed the order for the welfare of the people,
Pandit Gautam, you made this, you put this,
deliberately
you put this. Pandit Gautam, thank you very much for putting this into perspective. This basically raises questions for both sides, actually. Not just one side is responsible for it. But the fact of the matter is that even after the situation the way it is right now, we've seen arbitrary road construction taking place, the kind of development, or rather development that has led to this kind of a problem. Dr. Bhasin, just one final word from you. Somewhere down the line, in moments like this, I think you all need to go beyond politics and you need to understand. We're talking about the lives of people. A lot of them, people, no matter how much you try and rehabilitate them, compensate them, you are talking about people losing their hard-earned money. their properties, and all of this essentially because as the government, you need to perhaps educate the people around you that, you are talking about an ecologically sensitive area and nothing much was done. No proactive measures were taken. You are only making a reactionary measure. Why don't you simply accept it that you all made a mistake and you all woke up late?
Keeping all these points in view, the state government has decided to survey the carrying capacity of this entire area so that no further burden is put on these newly Himalaya, number one. Number two, NDMA is directly involved. Central government agencies and state government agencies, they are working on a long-term plan so that such things would not happen in future. And even in Joshimath, because we have two types of land in Joshimath, one is on rock and other is on debris of the glacier. So this part which is being affected is based on
Dr. Bhasin,
land debris.
I'm running out of time.
So that in future...
Okay, can I just get a quick last comment from Surendra Chauhan? Surendra Chauhan, I'm running out of time. 30 seconds to you and then we wrap up.
Time is there, time has come that the government of India as well as state government should now come up with a plan to save this lovely place. Joshimath is a doorway for Badrinath and the holy shrine of Hemkund Sahib. Govind Ghat is there. People have faith in these religious places. They want to visit Badrinath, they want to visit Govind Ghat and Hemkund Sahib. So government must come up with a plan and save the people of Joshimath and stop complete ban on any kind of unauthorized constructions.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Devendra Bhasin, Pandit Ajay Gautam and Surendra Chauhan for joining us on The Burning Question.
In the Global Employability Rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
एक आपने कॉन्सेप्ट दिया जी जनाब का.
I don't ever want to claim anything which is not done by me. I only cast my mind back to what General Patinkar and General Nirbhay Sharma had done. What I did was that I took the Ji Janab. Ji Janab was not about saying Ji Janab to everyone. It was just a symbol, a name given to an operation to say, understand the Kashmiri environment, understand the culture, understand the sensitivities.
Republic TV did a week-long investigation into the operations of the Khalistani movement here in Britain.
Armed struggle is the only way. Investing in armed struggle and destabilizing in India, how they've been operating for the last 30 years.
Was in contained 100 guys.
100 ISIS guys.
100 ISIS guys. Even but I don't remember.
What was your route? Route option क्या था?
पहला था सीधा पूरा टर्की से वहाँ.
We don't preach journalism. We practice it.
Pro-Pakistan slogans were raised in the Triat area of the Rajouri district. The incident has been reported on 11th of January, after which on 12th, that is yesterday, the Tehsildar wrote to the Superintendent of Police Rajouri as well as the other senior officials, and the complaint is according to the incident that has unfolded inside the premises of the Tehsildar office in the Triat area of Kalakot subdivision in the Rajouri district. Now, a notice has also been served to the accused, who has been identified as Muzaffar Hussain and who is a National Conference leader. Now 7 days time has been given to him to put his side, otherwise legal action will be initiated. While on the other hand, the accused is saying that he has not done anything such. The Tehsildar says that when he started recording recording the video. The protesters, those who were raising pro-Pakistan slogans, escaped from the spot, and now the investigation part will be done by the police. With Sarjeevan Kumar, Gursimran Singh for Republic Media Network.
Making it clear that what has happened in the last 12 days. And as we are reporting on the ground, let me tell you, the situation is getting more than worse, because it is shifting now, and that is why the main focus of the government and the state authorities and the state government and the central government was to evacuate the people. Let me tell you, this is 723 family nearby almost, who has been already evacuated at this point in time. I'm reporting from the ground. Let me tell you that these all are the places which is one of the most affected area, and the people from there has been already evacuated. We have seen the shelter homes, we have seen the areas where these people has been taken. There are hotels which has been acquired by the state government and the state authorities, so that these people can be relocated over there. If we talk about the dismantling of that particular hotel, which is obviously also shifting, there are two hotels. One is Mount View and another hotel. Then that also has been already started yesterday, and the people has been already evacuated. The area is getting empty because ISRO has now made it clear that what exactly the situation on the ground is. And let me also tell you, if we talk about the relocation or about the people, the compensation, then this all has been discussed. We have seen the meetings after meeting. This was another, but the Chief Minister himself, who was here on the ground, he stayed for a night, and next day he took many meetings with the officials as well as with the administration's senior most officials. So
Punjab hit by the emergency services as 325 108 emergency helpline ambulances are grounded due to their employees are on the strike, and in fact they are demanding to get a job in Punjab government just because so far they are outsourced, and in fact a private company is owning this entire service, and in fact now they have been demanding to get a job under Punjab government just because the kind of salaries they are getting, it is not satisfactory according to their statement. And in fact all 325 108 emergency helpline ambulances are grounded at Ludhiana toll plaza, and even more than 1400 employees are also on the strike, and in fact these ambulances are not operational so far in Punjab, due to which patients are suffering, and even they are suffering in the hospitals, even on the roads, just because these ambulances has been deployed to carry the patients free of cost to the hospitals in case of any kind of emergency.
In the Global Employability Rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
एक आपने कॉन्सेप्ट दिया जी जनाब का.
I don't ever want to claim anything which is not done by me. I only cast my mind back to what General